This is at Whitney High School in Rockland. Whitney High School in Rockland here.
Oh my God.
Controversial quiz. Oh, I should have put the Zoods as E, bro. the Zoods. No, so this is here, let's watch the video actually.
It was supposed to be a history quiz, but some parents tell KCRA3 the tone of one question in particular seemed political and inappropriate.
Mr. Heap and Miss Cummings.
Oh, Brandy Cummings. Damn, I can't see her face. I can't tell if I...
Welcome back to
he does
Heap
play
and
around a lot,
Cummings.
but I didn't think he would take it that far.
Word about a Whitney High School social science teacher and a questionable set of answers he placed on a multiple choice quiz already making its way to students.
I understand what he's just trying to make a joke, but I mean that kind of stuff shouldn't be in like a test or something like that.
And some parents we heard from agree. They're concerned the teacher is injecting his politics into the classroom setting based on the question and for possible answers below it, appearing on the quiz like this. A group of complete idiots.
It's not a question.
A, KKK, B,
It's so low of
Florida,
effort, like.
C, Fox News, D,
Got him.
Texas.
I'm gonna own the fucking...
Owned.
Well, wait.
Kind of thing. So
Wait, this is the best part.
School should just be based, nothing like one side, other side. Based.
Wait, one more time for the
School should just be based.
Sample it.
Nothing
Sample it.
School should just be based.
Hell yeah. He's right. He's dead ass right.
Based,
School should just
nothing
be
like
based.
He
the
knows.
other side
This
kind
guy
of thing.
knows.
So,
Yeah, fuck
I don't know, I kinda
what
think
else
it
he's
would be weird.
saying.
Former students of this particular teacher
Let's
said
get them on the
he's
show,
known
bro.
for
I
joking
know,
around.
well, bro.
There's always like a funny.
Look,
kind of
he's
thing.
rocking
So-
a visor. It's not even... Oh, it's a bandana. Never mind.
Where
I thought it was a visor for a
kinda
second.
just-
How
yeah.
are you allowed to wear that at school?
In response to the
'Cause it's
quiz
white,
question
bro.
concerns,
It's Rockland. They're
the
not
school's
really
principal
concerned.
sent out a
Yeah.
message to staff, students, and families. It reads, in part, a quiz was assigned to students by a social science teacher. However,
Always a
students,
history and
families,
social
and the
studies
Rockland
teachers,
community
bro.
have
It's like-
raised concerns
He's like, calm down, conservatards. It's
I know,
just a
he-
joke.
I know, he's like rock.
Can't handle a joke, snowflakes.
comment about the quiz on camera.
All right. You get the
Nice
point.
face.
That smirk.
That's a classic white person face right
Mm.
there.
All
They
right.
are investigating.
I do
it.
that face a
In
lot.
his message to the school community, the principal also said, the Whitney High School administration team and the Rockland Unified School
All
District.
right, you get the
Whatever,
point.
yeah, you get the idea.
He's
That's all
getting
funny.
fired. He's about to get fired as fuck, bro. Oh wait.
Hell yeah.
So, it's just not. It's just not even funny.
Low
Yeah, like,
effort,
it's
bro.
just
I
so
don't know.
bad,
I don't
like-
even know if you should get fired for that, to be honest. But I mean, yeah, it's like, I don't know, dude. If you are a high school teacher, it's just like leave your fucking bullshit out of it. I don't want to hear like any from either side. Just teach the fucking curriculum. I don't know. Public
Well, it's
schools
like
are so
even like
fucked.
you're supposed to like just like take an objective stance and foster a creative environment and like let them have a discourse amongst themselves. You're not supposed to fucking like you're supposed to be like the mediator and like play devil's advocate for both sides. If anything, this is part of why I don't want to be like a you know, because for those who don't know, I went to school to be like, you know, I did like my pre-credential shit to like start to get ready to be a teacher, and I got my bachelor's. But then it's like all this COVID shit happened. There was like remote learning and like all this shit, and now you got to be vaccinated, and it's just like it's just such a weird vibe, and it's so tense, and you know they're trying to push shit on you because even like, you know, when I was learning the curriculum that they're gonna want people to be teaching, it is pretty, you know, lefty, loosey goosey, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not, you know, and that's why part of me, it's like, dude, I agree and I understand with a lot of the ideas that people are like getting on about social justice and inequity and institutionalized racism. It's like, I know what you mean, but you don't know what you mean. You know what I mean? It's like it's fucked up.
You can't
But-
let your classroom become so cliquey or whatever. I bet you what fucking happened is that he had a couple students in there, maybe that one student with the bandana on, maybe asking some spicy questions, maybe being a little too based, maybe spitting a little bit too many facts, maybe repeating something they heard on fucking Tucker, you know? and then the teacher's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking own them so that I can stop having disruptions in my class from these right-wing students or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Because I mean, it's Rockland. I mean, there's
there's
probably
gonna
some of
be
that.
some, and it's like, don't get me wrong, dude. It's like I know that's like, you know, how white and Republican people can be, especially middle class and upper middle class people who aren't upper class, they're upper middle class. So they're like, fuck you, I made it, bro. But it's all, bro, you don't even know.
parents made it.
So you don't even know what made it means.
Yeah.
But anyways, here's the other side of things.
Yeah.
So that's the fucking lefty one.
Two sides of
And
the same
then,
coin.
yeah, this is like,
outraged and upset. A local mom in disbelief.
She looks
over the
outraged.
lesson
And a
frequently.
Kappa.
a middle school
And
teacher
Kappa stand?
Despite the flower in her
son
hair, she
and
seems
his
very
classmates.
unreasonable.
A history teacher can be heard on a recording going on
This
a
is Los
political
Angeles.
rant about the presidency,
Oh.
vaccines, and more.
Even more so.
The mother of the student who recorded it shares her concern and outrage with our Joy Benedict, and it's a story you'll see only on 2.
Joy Benedict.
Anacapa Middle School.
Anarcho-capitalist middle school.
People named Joy are a misery to be around.
So true.
Wasn't expecting.
We had told him if he ever gets in a place where he feels uncomfortable to just start videotaping it.
And that's exactly what Sarah Silikula's 8th grader did. Pulled out his
Nice.
phone as his history teacher went on a political rant
Sick.
in class.
Hunter Biden, for example, was doing deals with China and Ukraine and all these places where he was funneling in money illegally. He also had child pornography on his laptop.
True.
He was having sexual intercourse with his own niece.
I don't know
mean,
if that's true,
why?
but it
I don't
sounds
know
true.
about the last part.
Need to be said in this classroom full of children.
The incident happened.
They need to hear it.
They might become too based.
This is rough because this is 8th grade, so
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it's more
Right.
cringe.
That's more of a 9th grade topic.
Yeah, you
It
can't,
is. It's more
you
of a-
can't start red pwn on that young,
He
dude.
announced, I'm never getting vaccinated. I'm never getting any more shots of any kind. Did you know Trump's still president?
In the
What?
Fuck.
The teacher discusses vaccines.
That reminds me of South.
In the hospital, they don't want to give it back to you if you're not vaccinated. This is a complete power control threat.
The justice system.
Hey, I
and the
mean, like,
presidential election.
I trusted her to
it's
teach him the facts about history. That's her job. She's just a history teacher. And she went off on this rant like she was a preacher in a pulpit.
It was a moment this
It's-
mother said damaged her relationship
Yeah.
with her son.
oh my god.
He believes
No,
his
he's a
teacher.
cute tart. Oh no. No, Ricky.
She's right, Dad. You're wrong, Dad. He's damaged. He's hurt.
Oh
He's
my
scared. He doesn't trust his parents now.
Wow.
Oh God.
That we let
Okay.
him.
The school district.
I'm so torn on this one, dude.
This is rough right here.
I'm torn on this one because I'm like, she looks like the most manipulative mom of all time, bro.
Uh-huh.
She's like, she put the flower in her hair and
She's
everything.
even crying on fucking camera. Like, I don't know.
That her son's entire class
Is it
had to
public
move
school?
To another
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah.
But this mom says it's not enough. She wants to make sure the lesson learned is that a teacher's opinion should never be taught in a classroom.
Whatever anybody's political belief is.
So
I
your
respect that.
opinion
It's their belief.
is just
Don't
always going to be
impose
more
it on my
important.
child who
Well,
I
I
trusted.
do agree
She
that
don't
it
care.
shouldn't be as
We have chosen not
politicized.
to
I don't
name
think-
the teacher in the story since she's
I
not
think
been
she's-
charged with a crime.
a lot of the
Last
shit
we
she
heard, she's
said
still at the
is
school, but has
true
accepted
or has some
responsibility
level of
for
truth.
her error in
But
judgment.
you can't just
From
be
Ventura,
like,
I'm Joy-
this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. Like 1, 2, 3,
My-
4. Like, you have to be like, all right, listen,
My
some people
only-
are saying this, some people are saying that. And also, you're a fucking history teacher, teach history.
My
Yeah.
only thing is like with this is like the mother has a lot of say clearly at home, and they clearly talk about it a lot at home, or it wouldn't have been brought up in the first place. So that's something like the mother's trying to throw on her beliefs on the kid. But then also,
Yes.
I mean, you being like a person being a history teacher or something like that, I mean, with this situation, I kind of understand just because it's going to be a part of our history for, it's a part
Yeah.
of our
Well-
politics, which is stuff you go over in history and shit.
I-
So
I-
it's
I think that to me, like, and like I said, like, this is kind of part of like why I don't want to do like the history teaching stuff right now is because I don't want to be put in this situation right here, frankly, because unfortunately, like, it's a line, dude, because it's like you are teaching, like, these are still kids, especially 8th graders. Like, these are two sides of the
Yeah,
same coin, by the way. Like,
right.
it's so like funny to me because this guy's a fucking, injecting his libtard shit in an area full of like, conservative people,
Right,
probably,
right, yeah.
and then this one is she's getting all fucking red pill QAnon based. In LA where it's probably super liberal. I mean, you saw that lady,
Which it
bro.
sounded
She's
like it
probably
was
super-
the kid that was getting all QAnon. I mean, the shit that she was saying, I mean, that's all been fucking confirmed by the fucking like New York Times, everybody at this point. I mean, a lot. I mean, she
And
probably
saying-
said it in a. But here's the thing: everybody's just vying over like, no, I should be the one that indoctrinates your kid with my views. No, I should be the one that indoctrinates with my views. It's like, dude, it's like
your kid.
if
Really
you want
has
your
a
if
choice.
you don't want your fucking kid to be indoctrinated by. It's like, if you want to indoctrinate your own fucking kid, then you should do that, and you should homeschool. And I think there's like a lot, or do some kind of like more community based schooling or whatever.
You know, it's another big thing about it is the kid probably has a fucking phone, so he can look all this shit up all he wants himself. So it's like the kid has his own point of view.
And it's very easy to get turned around when you're a fucking teenager and take shit into the. Obviously, if he's like Trump's still president, I mean, it's like, dude, you're a little bit beyond the pale on that one.
Yeah. So I think that it's like either way, like neither of these things are appropriate, especially right now. It's like, come on, don't you want your fucking job? You know, like, but like, it's like it's fucked. It's like I don't want to end up in this situation, and it's like this is fucking. You know, it's I think what's happening too is that a lot of people that I don't know the ages of these teachers here, but I do notice that it's like, it is a lot of younger teachers that are starting to get in. They've only been teaching for a couple years now at this point and shit, and it's like they're starting to like try to inject their fucking fluids into the into the curriculum. And it's just not.
That's the thing is like, I don't know. I feel like I had a lot of teachers when I was going through high school that used to do the same shit. But they would do it a lot more subtly.
It was so much more subtle. It's like we had like a kind of crazy like anarcho-libertarian fucking teacher, and he was fucking sick actually.
Who was the anarcho-libertarian?
Not anarcho-libertarian, but like he was like fucking crazy, Mr. Fowl. He was wild.
I don't know that he would consider himself to be that, but
I don't know.
He was definitely kind of big.
He was a constitutional. What did he say? I can't remember. But he's. I mean, he was on some shit, bro. Like he taught me a lot. Like, but
I think the important thing to remember with public schools is that if you're a parent and you think that you have a lot of sway over what your kid believes, compare that to the 40 fucking hours that they spend at the indoctrination camps every fucking week from age 5 to age 18, and then from 18 to however long they do college if they do that. You think that your fucking 30-second fucking little chit chat at dinner about like, oh yeah, what happened today? You think that that's gonna overpower the years and years of indoctrination that fucking schools are gonna give you? No. Like if you're a parent and you actually care about what your kid learns, I don't know. You gotta either get them out of public schools because they're getting one of these two at some point, or they're just getting a bunch of mediocre kind of whatever teachers. You know, every once in a while you get some good teachers, but man,
I feel like for this one too, though, I just feel like it needs a little bit more context, saying that like, I mean, some kid could have just been talking to this teacher about this shit, you know, just been curious and asking questions, and teacher decided to
still kind of inappropriate.
Yeah, I'd say
she's talking about child pornography. She's talking about, you know, I mean, it's like it's not. There's ways you're expected to behave. You know?
I had a science teacher talk about some really inappropriate. We'll say some really inappropriate shit, and everybody's just like, and then it was over. Like no one fucking.
Yeah, and the class was all traumatized, and they just lived with it.
Yeah, that part.
And that's how we used to do back in the day.
School should just be based